The skies above the front lines once again bore silent witness to the destruction of the occupying forces. The Special Operations Center Alpha of the Security Service of Ukraine, SBU, launched a series of deadly operations that turned the battlefield into a trap with no escape route for Russian troops. Released footage clearly shows how the Alpha operators control the drones as if they were extensions of their own eyes and hands. Russian motorists attempting to speed away became easy targets. Within seconds, the drones soared low, penetrated tight spaces, and struck precisely at their most vulnerable points, ending their escape before they could change direction. This attack was not a single act, but a systematic campaign. With cold precision and high-level coordination, a fleet of FPV drones was unleashed, hunting, locking onto, and mercilessly destroying targets one by one. Dozens of Russian personnel were eliminated during various phases of the operation, while moving along logistics routes, while hiding behind makeshift cover, and even while attempting to move combat equipment or troops. There was no safe space, no time to react. Every slightest mistake was costly, and Russian material losses were enormous. During the attack, hundreds of vehicles and equipment, from armored vehicles and combat support systems to logistical assets, were destroyed or disabled. Tanks, long the symbol of Russian armored might, were not spared by the FPVs, struck from unexpected angles, rendering their thick armor meaningless. This operation underscored the changing face of modern warfare. It was no longer about numbers, but about technological superiority, operational intelligence, and precision of execution. Alpha doesn't just attack, it hunts. Each target carefully selected, each strike designed to completely decimate the enemy's combat capability. For Russian troops on the front lines, the presence of FPV drones is now a constant terror, their faint buzzing in the air the final warning before destruction. For Ukraine, this operation is proof that wars can be won with precision, discipline, and courage combined with cutting-edge technology. The Special Operations Center Alpha once again demonstrates the sky no longer belongs to anyone, but for the invaders, it has turned into a source of inevitable death. At the same time, already adapted for Western precision munitions, the jets enter combat almost immediately, striking the brief windows when Russian troops gather before attacks. Here, Russia assumed Ukrainian tactical aviation would remain constrained by aircraft shortages and electronic warfare. However, the Polish MiG-29 pipeline is turning that constraint into sustained precision pressure on Russian frontline nodes. In late 2025, Warsaw publicly discussed the release of another 6 to 8 MiG-29 fighters being retired from Polish service. This follows Poland's 2023 transfer of 14 MiG-29s to Ukraine. This established a working pipeline for spare parts, maintenance, and documentation rather than a one-off donation. Along the northern border, Ukrainian MiG-29s are used to stop Russian raids before they begin, forcing Russia to spread reserves along the border instead of concentrating them for offensive action. Ukrainian intelligence identifies Russian force concentrations while they are still gathered for attacks or briefings, most often through operational security failures such as active phone signals, visible antennas, or repeated vehicle movements to the same house. Geolocated footage shows a single AASM hammer bomb striking a house where Russian infantry had assembled alongside a command post. Here, the strike collapses the building in one hit, killing the gathered personnel, and canceling the raid before the unit can move toward the border. Around Pokrovsk, Russian attacks also depend on gathering large groups of assault troops in one place. However, that only works while the troops are still assembled. Once they spread out into trenches and ruined buildings, they stop being a single, worthwhile target. Ukrainian airstrikes focus on this brief window, hitting assembly buildings and nearby infrastructure before the troops move out. One strike can wipe out an entire assault group, forcing Russia to start over and costing them time and momentum. On the flanks, Russian forces try to encircle the town by moving assault units along secondary roads. But Ukrainian airstrikes target these routes to slow movement, where a massive crater leaves no way around. These movements are detected when vehicles repeatedly move through the same junctions and feeder roads, creating clear patterns that are picked up by Ukrainian drones. Geolocated strike footage shows precision bombs hitting contested approach routes, forcing Russian units onto longer, more exposed detours, and breaking the timing needed for a coordinated encirclement. Especially at Pokrovsk, Russian drone teams are a critical weak point for Ukraine because they provide battlefield visibility, guide artillery fire, and conduct FPV attacks, making them priority targets for Ukrainian MiG-29 strikes. These operators require months of training under combat conditions, so when drone control sites are hit, Russia loses skills it cannot quickly replace. While new crews can be recruited, the loss of experienced operators forces continuous recruitment and steadily reduces overall effectiveness. Near Uspenivka, Russian forces needed speed after capturing the settlement, because only rapid movement could turn that gain into a breakthrough. To achieve this, they had to move mechanized units across intact bridges and hardened roads, as the surrounding terrain had already turned into deep mud. Ukrainian MiG-29s struck those key crossings, stopping the advance and forcing Russian troops to push forward slowly through the mud, largely on foot, while vehicles struggled to keep up. Near Kamyanska and Stepnohirsk, Russian forces are trying to move close enough to bring their FPV operators within launch range of the city of Zaporizhia. Achieving this would allow them to strike deeper into Ukrainian rear areas and disrupt civilian life far beyond the front line. Instead, they are running into a barrage of Ukrainian airstrikes, with MiG-29 fighter jets hitting footholds, shelters, and staging points as soon as they appear. The geolocated footage shows bombs released from standoff range collapsing buildings before Russian units can dig in, illustrating how air power is being used to stop the threat before it reaches the city. Overall, each extra jet allows Ukraine to repeatedly strike the same Russian weak points, especially the brief moments when troops, commanders, drones, and equipment are gathered together before an attack. By using familiar aircraft paired with modern guidance kits, Ukraine can eliminate assault groups, command posts, and drone control sites in single, precise strike. If more Polish jets arrive on schedule, Russia's force groupings near the front line will continue to be